Hi everybody, my name is Jamie Ruthenberg Miller and I am here to talk to you about a book that I just wrote, illustrated, and just published called Miles and the Sneaky Squirrels. It's the first book in a series of books to come. And I want to talk to you about why, or explain to you why this book is a worthy addition to any child's library. And what I'm going to talk to you about in this video is basically the educational principles and teaching points that I incorporated into the book for both teachers in the classroom and parents at home. I also want to talk about the heartwarming themes throughout the book and the series to come, and why this book is, I believe, a special book, and why Miles is near and dear to my heart as the author of the book. If you want to purchase the book, you can go directly, if you're looking at my YouTube page, the link is right below this video. And it also, you can go directly to the page to buy the book if you type in createspace.com/5604350, take you directly to purchase it. You can also find the book on Amazon.com. If you put in to search for Jamie Ruthenberg or Miles and the Sneaky Squirrels, you'll find it and can purchase it there. In terms of the educational principles and the teaching points that I incorporated into the book, there are two concepts that are known in the educational world as text-to-self and text-to-text connections. And what that means basically is text-to-self connections are connections a reader makes to a story based on their own personal experiences. And text-to-text connections is really a fancy way of saying when a reader actually makes connections between two different stories that they've read in the past, the similarities between the two. And it's believed in the world of education that making these kinds of connections boosts comprehension levels. So it's encouraged in the curriculum in many schools. So this book that I wrote actually can be used to introduce these concepts and practice them, because Miles himself, at the end of the story, writes a letter to the readers asking them if they've ever read a book that reminded them of the story that they just read, or have they ever had something like this happen to them, and so on and so forth. So they can actually practice these principles after reading the book. There also are two letters in this book that I incorporated, and I know that letter writing is a bit of a dying art with the way, with technological age and so forth. But I thought it was important to incorporate. I remember years ago when I was student teaching, I had to do a lesson plan on letter writing, and I couldn't find a children's book that would support this lesson plan at all. I could not find any kind of handwritten letter in any children's book. So I thought that was important to add into this book. There are two letters in this book, and in fact at the end, when Miles does talk to the students about text-to-text and text-to-self connections, he does it through a letter. So you can actually have students write, or children at home, write back to Miles and practice the letter format, and also practice making connections. So it's kind of a multifaceted learning session, I guess you could call it. So there are also many valuable themes and heartwarming themes throughout the Miles series of books. Themes such as thinking before acting, respecting others' belongings, peacefully and lovingly resolving conflict. That is a very important theme throughout the Miles series. Generosity toward others, and comfort in home is another very prevalent theme throughout this book and throughout what will be to come. A component to this theme it's very near and dear to my heart is showing love through making wonderful creations from the kitchen, as Miles and his mother often do, and the value in making and sharing wonderful family recipes with loved ones. And this is something you'll see throughout the series, absolutely. So in the end, what makes this book special, at least to me as the author, is that it brings together educational principles and wonderful teaching points, both at home or in the classroom. And these wonderful, valuable themes such as respecting others' belongings, respecting and loving others, generosity, kindness. And it's centered on the importance of family and shared loving family rituals, which I think is invaluable. And all of these principles, all of these components are centered around and are embodied in this little character named Miles, who is thoughtful and respectful and loving and has integrity. And these are the kinds of characteristics that I think we all want the children in our lives to identify with and internalize. So at the end of the day, to be completely honest with you, aside from all the fancy teaching principles, etc., etc., what I really want as the author is for you to truly enjoy reading this book with the children in your life. And when you do that, when you do read the book to them, that you take away from it the warmth of Miles and his story. I thank you so much for watching this video. I'm very proud to share this series with you. Remember that if you want to purchase the book, it's available on createspace.com /5604350 or amazon.com and search Jamie Ruthenberg or Miles and the Sneaky Squirrels. Thank you so much. Till next time. Bye-bye.